Hey guys, welcome back. Now, since the beginning of this venture, I've been telling all of you how these pedals are constantly evolving. And we change things when we feel it's necessary or when we come up with a new design that may help decrease production times or assembly times. Now, I'd be lying if I said that our pedals were flawless. There's always room for improvement. And we've even had some minor issues pop up here and there, such as the creaking noise from the brake pedal or some erratic behavior from the potentiometers that was caused by a small wiring issue. So we decided to make some improvements, and I wanted to show you how we're going to do that. Now, the first thing we're going to be changing is the wiring for each pedal. We decided to go with one solid wire instead of several wires connected together in strands. Now, this is what the wire looks like right now. Now, these are made from several sections of wires that are connected together to form the longer lengths of wire that we needed. These sections of wire could possibly disconnect from each other at the connection points, or have intermittent connection, which can cause erratic behavior with a potentiometer. Now, having said that, not all of the pedals suffered from this problem. There were very few reports of this, but we decided it was better to use a solid length of wire instead, and this is what that solid length of wire looks like. It is connected at each end, but it's solidly connected and not just connected through pins. Now, this also has the added benefit of not having to use the black wire loom that covered the previous version of wiring. This new wiring, this one solid length, is just an all-around better solution. Okay, so let's talk about the brake pedal. Now, the large L bracket in the rear works by pivoting in the center. Now, there's a hole in the center of the L bracket, and an aluminum sleeve is placed inside that hole. Now, the L bracket pivots on that aluminum sleeve. So what we would normally do is lubricate the sleeve with a heavy amount of white lithium grease so that it doesn't grind or make noise when it moves. So what we're going to do is we're going to eliminate the grease altogether, and we're going to be using these bronze bushings instead. Now, the bushings are made specifically for this purpose, and it's just a lot cleaner and a lot less maintenance. Now, some users reported that their brake pedal had a creaking noise, and it was coming from the countersunk bolt that we used to pull up on the load cell. Now, this bolt also had a washer underneath the head, and we believe that this washer was rubbing on the bolt head, and that was causing the creaking noise. And I'll demonstrate that here for you. And you can see the washer underneath the head, and it would pivot like this. It kind of moved like that, and rubbing on the head underneath was causing a little bit of creaking noise. Now, in order to solve this problem, I'm going to be screwing the bolt in from underneath, and we'll be using two nuts on top separated by a lock washer to keep the nuts from coming loose. There's still going to be a washer underneath the two nuts to help spread the load, but the washer will no longer rub on the bolt, which should eliminate the noise completely. Now, we had one other small problem with batch number 4, and it was with the clutch pedal. Now, we changed the clutch pedal slightly with batch 4. We used these clevis clamps instead of using these tie rods. Now, these clevis clamps keep the clutch mechanism centered when it's moving. Now, we accidentally tightened or over-tightened this clamp against the spacers, and when it starts to rub on this nylon spacers, it can produce a small squeaking noise. Now, if that happens to you, just loosen the bolt by a couple of turns, and that should eliminate it. If not, you can use a small amount of grease, which should take care of it completely. Now, in future batches, we're going to make sure that we don't over-tighten this clamp. Anyhow, I think that's it, guys. I hope you like the changes. If you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with me through email or on the forums, and we will see you next time.